They say success finds those who never stop moving, even when the road disappears beneath their feet. But most people stop too early. They give up at the edge of discomfort, right before the world was about to reward them. The truth? Success is not a lightning strike. It's erosion, the slow, invisible shaping of your soul by time, by struggle, by repetition. Listen to me carefully. You don't need to be the smartest, the fastest, or the most talented. You just need to stay when others leave. You need to move when others freeze. You need to believe when no one else remembers why belief matters. Because consistency is the rarest form of faith. It's easy to say, I want success. It's easy to start. Everyone starts. But only the few, the dangerous few, stay consistent when success refuses to show up. Do you know why most people quit? Because they confuse movement with progress. They mistake struggle for failure. They think effort is only worth it when it's rewarded. But the masters, the Edisons, the Disneys, the Jobs, and the Hills, they understood something far deeper. They knew that every repetition, every early morning, every late night, every unnoticed attempt was not wasted time. It was compounding faith. Every day you show up, even when no one sees you, you're depositing energy into the bank of destiny. And one day that balance explodes. One day success finds you not because you chased it, but because you earned gravity. Music deepens. Slow drumbeat, cinematic tone. Imagine a sculptor. He strikes the same stone 1,000 times, and it looks like nothing changes. But on the 1,001st strike, the statue begins to appear, not because of that one strike, but because of every one before it. That's consistency. That's what separates the forgotten from the immortal. Consistency is the bridge between goals and greatness. It's the difference between I wish and I will. It's what builds habits, rewires the mind, transforms doubt into discipline. Every single day, the world whispers, stop, it's not working. You're tired. You deserve rest. But the successful mind, the unstoppable soul, doesn't listen. It whispers back, I will rest when I am done. Thomas Edison tested over 10,000 materials before he found one that could hold light. 10,000 failures, 10,000 nights of doubt. Yet he never stopped. When asked why, he said, I didn't fail 10,000 times. I just found 10,000 ways that didn't work. That's consistency. That's faith married to persistence. Consistency doesn't demand perfection. It demands loyalty to your purpose, your routine, your dream. It's not about doing everything. It's about doing the right thing again and again until it bends the universe in your favor. People talk about motivation like it's the key, but motivation is wind. It changes direction with the weather. Consistency is the mountain that stands when the storm passes. It doesn't care about applause or attention. It just endures. Ask yourself, are you chasing inspiration? Or are you building endurance? Because the day you learn to keep going without feeling like it, that's the day you become unstoppable. Music builds with intensity. Discipline is not punishment. It's self-respect. Every morning you rise when it's easier to sleep. You declare to the world, I am worthy of my vision. Every day you choose work over comfort. You carve another line in the legacy you're building. Consistency is the daily vote you cast for the person you want to become. The dreamers speak in bursts. The consistent ones build empires in silence. The dreamers wish. The consistent ones work. The dreamers fade. The consistent ones remain. You don't have to be extraordinary to begin. But you do have to begin, and then keep beginning over and over until the world has no choice but to notice. Success doesn't chase the loud. It finds the disciplined. It finds the ones who stayed when no one clapped. It finds the ones who whispered one more day into the darkness until the dawn finally listened. Music softens. Gentle piano, calm breathing. If you want to change your life, stop asking, how long will it take? Ask instead, how far am I willing to go? Because distance is not measured in miles, it's measured in discipline. And those who walk with patience walk with power. You see, success isn't born from luck. It's carved from belief, belief so unshakable that even the winds of failure can't move it. Belief is not arrogance. Belief is sacred confidence, the kind that says, even if no one else sees it, I will still build it. Every legend you've ever admired began as a believer. They had no proof, no applause, no roadmap. They had only the whisper inside that said, keep going. The world is full of almost success stories, people who quit one sunrise too early. They had talent, they had dreams, but they lacked the discipline of faith. Faith is not what you feel when things are easy. Faith is what you choose when the road disappears. Edison failed 10,000 times before the light finally stayed on. Disney was fired from a newspaper for lacking imagination. Colonel Sanders was rejected by over 1,000 restaurants before one said yes. And Lincoln, he lost election after election before becoming one of history's greatest leaders. What connected them wasn't genius. It was consistency, belief stretched across years of resistance. Because belief, when tested, transforms into resilience. And resilience is the muscle of destiny. When your purpose becomes clear, the struggle stops feeling like punishment. It starts feeling like preparation. Every failure starts to look like training. Every setback becomes a test of alignment. That's why clarity matters more than intensity. Anyone can burn bright for a day. Only the clear burn steady for a lifetime. Music deepens. Slow strings, warm and heavy. Ask yourself, what am I really chasing? Is it fame or is it fulfillment? Because consistency without clarity is chaos. You can move fast and go nowhere. But when you know your why, every small step becomes sacred. When Ford built his first car, he didn't just see a machine, he saw freedom. When the Wright brothers studied flight, they didn't just see wings, they saw humanity rising above limits. When Hill wrote Think and Grow Rich, he wasn't writing about money. He was writing about power, purpose, and the courage to dream. They all had one thing in common. They were crystal clear about what they were serving. Their consistency wasn't forced, it flowed. Because when your dream becomes identity, effort becomes instinct. You no longer push yourself, you pull yourself toward destiny. That's the beauty of clarity. It makes persistence natural. You stop needing motivation because you're moving in alignment. You stop chasing inspiration because purpose becomes your oxygen. Subtle build, like dawn rising. Success isn't speed, it's direction. A focused soul walking in the right direction will always outrun a distracted genius sprinting in circles. The universe rewards those who stay true.